Hello guys, so I just thought I should make this video to explain the solids in contact while I'm drawing. So the first thing that we need to do in solids in contact is we have to look at take a look at the instructions. The instruction says we have two solids in contact, which is a square prism and a square pyramid. Okay, so that we're given the top view and the front view. Now I already have my top view and my front view, so I'll just explain and draw at the same time how you can go about drawing the cut surfaces. So number one, you have to number your drawing from the top view, preferably from the top view. You can see that's my one there, that's two, that's three, that's four. So we're only dealing with the square pyramid first, because just to minimize the confusion, because looking at these two drawings at the same time will just confuse me. So I'll just start with the square pyramid, and then after the square pyramid I'll go to the square prism. So looking at the square pyramid, I see that the cutting plane starts cutting the square pyramid from that point to this point. So we have 3 points. It's that point and that point and that point. So we have to look where the cutting plane cuts the drawing exactly. So this point is between 1 and 2 and 1 and 4. So we go to the top view, you can see that's my 1 and that's my 2, and that's what my 1, that's my 4. So between 1 and 2, that's the point where the cutting plane cuts the drawing. And then between 1 and 4, that's another point where the cutting plane cuts the drawing. So from this point, we're moving to that point. Now this point, because you don't have the side view, you have to take that measurement, because it's between 2 and T. So that's T. A is for the right square prism. So in the square pyramid, I only used numbers, because you have to number the drawings separate. So that cutting plane cuts the drawing between 2 and T and 4 and T. So my 4 to T, that's 4 to T, 2 to T. So it means I'll have 2 points there using the compass or divider. So I have my 2 points there, where this point where the cutting plane cuts the drawing at that point. Then the last point in the square pyramid is that one. So this one, it's from 3, which 3 is there, to T. So it means from 3 to T, that's the point. That's the point right there. So I'll just draw my the cutting plane where it really cuts the top view. So you just have to approach, even if these solids are in contact, you just have to approach them, each solid separately, because it makes it easy. So here we started with the square pyramid. Now that is the cut surface. Now you have to draw in the points or the lines that are left in the drawing. So since we remove the top part, so this part is no longer there because it's cut by the cutting plane. So it means you have that line left. This line is the only one left. So it's between 2 to T and 4 to T. So it means there's a line there. That's what is left, and also right there. right there. Another line is from 2 almost in between 2 and 1, so that's 2 and 1. We have a line from there to 2. Yeah, and also from between 1 and 4, you'll have a line there. And then also that line between 3 and T, there's a line that is left because the top one is cut by the cutting plane, so we only left with that one. Now here it's, you have to be careful because this line is between the two solids. So this line represents the square prism and the square pyramid, so you just need to be careful. So what I do is I leave this line dealing with that line, and then I go I move to the square prism now. So I'm done with the cut surface from for the square pyramid, so I'll move to the square prism now. So I'll just draw the lines, project where the cutting plane cuts the drawing. So there are 3 points, which is 1, 2 and 3. So now, okay, first thing, this line, because I used alphabets or letters to number the square prism, I can see that that point is between A and A. So I'll go to my top view, that's A and that's A. So it means that line cuts there. That's my first point. Second point, it cuts between BD and DD. So that's DD. It means that we'll have a point there. And then BB will also have a point there. The last point is between CD and CB. So just check, here's C, that's B, that's D, so it means it cuts there. And here's C again, and that's B, it means it cuts there. So we now have the cut surfaces for the two squares. It's a square pyramid and a square prism. We started with the square pyramid, and now this is the square prism. Now after drawing in the cut surfaces, you need to draw where the lines that are left, because the top part is cut by the cutting plane. So now you have to be careful and see what is really going on since you are done with the cut surfaces. So what is left? Okay, let's start with the square prism because it's at the top. So you know that between C and that line, so it means there's that part between C and that cutting plane, there are lines there. So it means there's a line there and there's a line there. That part is left out, is not cut by the cutting plane. And also between C and C, so it means I have a line between C and C. That line is not cut by the surface. And between C and D and C and B, so C and D and C and B have a line there. Have a line there. And then between C and D we also have a line. And then between BB and DD, but up to there, so up to here, you have a line up to there. Also in the bottom there, so it's the same thing. Also here, also have a line there. Now you also have that line between A and AA. So where's A? A is there, and another A is there. So it means between that line and between this A and this one, you'll have a line from there to there, which is from here to here. But obviously it's hidden. So I'll just to show you, I'll just have dotted lines there, hidden lines. So that line is hidden. Now we just end off with the square prism. Obviously you have a line up to that line, because obviously you can't see. I'll just demonstrate with square the hidden lines, because it's hidden by the square prism. So up to there, but obviously from there to there it's hidden by the square prism. And then obviously you'll just hedge the cut surfaces. So hedge the two cut surfaces, and yeah, that's it guys. Thank you.